Hello and welcome back here on my English YouTube channel about my Lego City project called Brickworld. And in today's update, we are going to integrate a lot of new custom printed parts into the city, especially here in that area of the train station, but also in other areas of the city. I got a little package of today's sponsor, Super Brick Brothers, a little German shop that sells a lot of custom printed parts. And look what we have for today's update. Right at the beginning of today's update, we are going to place some of these graffitis here into our wall. We have built in, I don't know, some updates before, and I think that makes it much more realistic. These are custom printed parts, and they were especially printed on these medium nougat brick parts for my city project. That's not a color that's normally in the shop of Super Brick Brothers, but it was specially printed for my city project. And so thank you very much to Super Brick Brothers. As you can see here, I need to remove some parts to integrate these graffitis, but I think it makes it, as I already said, much more realistic, because I don't know any train station or wall like that there's no graffiti on it. And I think that's a very important part to make a city look much more realistic, like in real life, because graffiti is something you can see everywhere in a city. I don't think that's something only in Germany. And I also created that little minifigure here. That's a girl that is going to be a sprayer that's going to be placed next to that wall we have seen in one moment ago. And I think that makes it a little more realistic. So we have 607 inhabitants now in the city. And I think it looks quite nice. I'm not sure about the construction of that spray dose here, but yeah, I don't know. And we also got some other parts, some custom printed parts, as I said before, from Super Brick Brothers. These are a lot of very interesting and great looking tiles, like these money tiles here, or the credit card here, or some other stuff. And you have a lot of little parts that make it a little more realistic in the city, because all these little details, as I said in some updates before, are very important to make it look much more realistic. I'm going to remove my old automat here and place that new automat I got from Super Brick Brothers, and I think that looks much more better. You will see it in 1 second. I'm placing it right now here, and it's a very nice, it's custom printed, as I said, and I think it looks quite nice. I'm going to buy some more of that for my train station. And as we are already here at the train station, I'm going to make that little part of that platform. I'm going to finish it. There's missing the roof and also the lighting. So you can see here that little cable is coming inside that column upside to the roof itself, and that's the main part I'm using for building my roofs of the platforms. It's going to be placed on here. You can see the light is already on, and now we can place another possibility to sit, also some little stuff. We're going to add some more minifigures later, but now I'm just closing all that little gaps I created by removing the tiles. And here's the bank to sit on, and now we are going to build the missing part of the roof. It's the same as I always do, just some tiles in whites and some bricks in that trans clear color, and then I'm adding these little windows. I think they are 1 by 4 by 3, and also adding some more white tiles on the side. That's this perfect size so that the trains can move along the roof of the platforms. And these are the minifigures I created of a lot of stuff I had, and some of them are using some new of the printed parts from Super Brick Brothers. I'm adding them on that new part here. You might think, why has that guy a sword in his hand? Because I don't know if you know it, but in the cities there's a medieval/fantasy festival going inside, or it's placed on the marketplace in front of the train station, but also in the upcoming old city. And that's not a real sword, that's just a toy or something like that he bought on the medieval festival. I'm also creating some more stuff here in that building. We have started a few days ago, and that's the inner part. You can see here the stairs going up, and they're going to that little hole here, and so you are in that place, and we have two doors here, one for the left apartment, one for the right apartment. And now is the time to think about how I'm going to build the inside of that stuff here, because there are going to be two apartments. They need a bathroom, they need a living room, a place to sleep, etc. And that's my first idea. I also placed some light here, so it's not so dark here. As always, you can see here the connector. And yeah, I'm thinking about what to do here. I also see that there are a lot of colorful plates here because I added another another part here of on-site already placed parts in dark bluish gray and light bluish gray to make that big model here more stable. And it's not important if it's colorful or not, because they're going to be placed tiles or other stuff on it, so we will not able to see the stuff. That's my basic idea. Here's going to be a sleeping room, and here's the main place where there's the kitchen and the living room, and on the right side there's the bathroom for that apartment. And in that apartment I have that little entrance area here. We're going to be that bathroom there, and that's the living area. There's going to be a balcony outside, and that's going to be the sleeping room for that apartment. So that's the basic structure. Do you think that's a good idea or not? I thought about it a long time. I just tested a lot of stuff. Now we can see how it looks with the light on. Placed the upper floor back on the ground floor, and here in the front you can see it looks quite nice, and I think it's a good idea to use that combination of rooms to use the place inside here. And there's a lot of chaos here, as always when you're going to build some bigger stuff. I have to put everything back. I don't know if I have time for it, but yeah, as always, give me your ideas in the comments. What do you think about today's update? How do you like the printed parts from Super Brick Brothers? What do you think about the stuff I did here on that building? One of the next updates, we're going to build some more stuff here at the bus station. There's a lot of stuff to do. We already did a lot of stuff in the last months and years, but that's a very big project. And as always, it's a project where I want to have a realism style, a realistic scale, and yeah, that's some of it. The graffitis is something that makes it much more realistic in my opinion. So I'm going to add some more graffiti in the future. And yeah, that's it for today. That's today's update. What do you think? As always, write me in the comments. And I'm trying to make much more of the English videos now, because the German videos are, a lot of updates in the future. So if you want to see the German updates, go to the German channel. You can see the newest updates much more earlier. But my main goal is to make it possible to make the English videos only 1 or 2 days after the German. So I have to do some more videos now to get to the place where the German channel is. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and bye.